I actually connected with a colleague, a co-worker, and he is in the same business as I am, and he lost his business and he lost his friends, and he actually, when we were working together, he used some swear words at me once. And now he's telling me, I met with him and he's telling me that I am the only friend that he has. He lost his business, he lost his house, he lost his girlfriend, and we met, we had lunch together. It was a joy to share that experience. And I know it was an answer to the prayer, for Lord, provide me with an opportunity to share your blessings with somebody else, and the Lord responded to that. So that's answered prayer.
Oscar Wilde was an Irish writer. After writing in different forms throughout the 1800s, he became one of the most popular playwrights in London in 1890. Today, he is remembered for his epigrams and pieces and the circumstances of his arrest, which was followed by his untimely death. One of his famous quotes was, "No man is rich enough to buy back his past." No matter how much you have, you will never be able to take back the words you have spoken, the actions you have done, nor the choices you have made. But that does not mean you will be forever trapped in the past. The grace of Christ is available to each one of us, despite our past. This gift from God is just a prayer away. It is at least what we learn from the story of King Manasseh. One of his first actions as king in Judah was to move away from the faith of their fathers. In 2 Chronicles 33:3, it says, "For he rebuilt the high places which Hezekiah his father had broken down. He raised up the altars for the Baals and made wooden images, and he worshipped all the host of heaven and served them." He abandoned the God who had preserved the people of Judah up till then, but his attitude did not stop there. Following that, he decided to desecrate the temple of the Lord. He also built altars in the house of the Lord, of which the Lord had said, "In Jerusalem shall my name be forever." The temple that had been dedicated to the Creator of the universe by King Solomon was now defiled by Manasseh's wickedness. But his outrageous acts did not end there. He deceived God's people and led them very far away from him. So Manasseh seduced Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem to do more evil than the nations whom the Lord had destroyed before the children of Israel. The Lord, before all this wickedness, tried talking to Manasseh. He tried to warn Judah of his evil plans, but they hearkened not. And the Lord spoke to Manasseh and his people, but they would not listen. When we close our ears to the voice of God, we are choosing to live without his protection, and such an attitude brings upon us a judgment followed by pain and suffering, and that is what happened to Judah and Manasseh. Therefore the Lord brought upon them the captains of the army of the kings of Assyria, who took Manasseh with hooks, bound him with bronze fetters, and carried him off to Babylon. As you can well imagine, Manasseh was reaping what he had sowed. He had to pay now for his mistakes. But what is unbelievable is God's grace, even in this moment. The opportunity that God offers to every human being is amazing. Our God is the God of second chances. He not only offers us a new page, he gives us a new book. And even if the grace and mercy of God transcend our understanding, they were very real in the life of Manasseh, because he decided to seek the Lord after all the kerfuffle. Now, when he was in affliction, he implored the Lord his God, and humbled himself greatly before the God of his fathers, and prayed to him. And he received his entreaty, heard his supplication, and brought him back to Jerusalem into his kingdom. Then Manasseh knew that the Lord was God. No matter how far you have departed from God, His love can always reach you. God knows everything you did and still do, and yet He loves you and is waiting with open arms for your sincere prayer as a contrite son or as a repentant daughter. If this is not love, then what is? Grace is still available. Why not take hold of it through prayer, in lifting up your voice in prayer now, remembering that prayer is the key in the hand of faith to unlock the heaven's storehouse where are treasured the boundless resources of omnipotence.